Hello and welcome back to my channel. I am actually going to be sharing with you today what our meal plan is for the next 2 weeks, or actually it's a little more than 2 weeks. I thought that I would share it just because I think, well, I know in our area it's crazy. I think it's like that everywhere. I know it's like in pockets. Now there's like people who can actually find toilet paper or actually find meat. So anyway, so I've had to redo our meal plan just because there's certain things that have been hard to find. Or, you know, we're trying our best to stay inside. We actually are pretty well stocked. A lot of that has to do with the fact that I had just stocked up our pantry before all this craziness had happened. And you can look back at that video. I think I did it at the very end of February, actually, for our once a month grocery shopping. So we're actually good on meat. We actually have more meat than what we needed for the month, just because we've got a lot of venison meat in the fridge, or in the freezer, not the fridge. We've got a lot of venison meat in the freezer, but I did buy some beef and lots of chicken and some things like that. So we're pretty well set on meat. I don't think we'll need any of that at all. So, and we're pretty well set on, like, we should have plenty of frozen vegetables, and we've still got some green beans that were canned out of our garden this summer. We've even got a couple of jars of pickles still, I think, which is surprising. I think just because they're downstairs out of the way and the kids forget they're there. But anyway, so I did have to redo our meal plan just because we're just trying really hard not to go out unless we absolutely need to, for obvious reasons. And also, one of our kiddos is considered in the at-risk category because she does have a birth defect she was born with in her left lung. So we don't want her to get this because it could be really bad if she were to get it. So we're just trying to just be smart about things. And so anyway, yeah, so I am going to spin the camera around and I'm going to show you just kind of what we're working with this week. And really I'm doing this just to kind of help out, and hopefully this will maybe help you guys with your meal planning. Maybe you're in a rut, or you've just got working with limited ingredients and things like that. I'm also going to be sharing some super simple recipes that don't take like a lot of effort to do here coming up. You can also look back at, I have a dump and go crock pot recipes video. I also have a batch cooking like meal prep video you can look back at, and I will link all those down below. So yeah, so I am going to be sharing a lot, cooking and recipe wise. That's actually how this whole like vlog really kind of got started. Our channel kind of got started, well, it did get started from all of that, is because I had just a hobby blog for years and years, and it just became easier for me to just pull out a camera and do videos instead. So, and I actually really like the, I don't want to say face-to-face because obviously, you know, I'm not sitting in person with you, but it is kind of neat, like, to be able to communicate a little more through video and kind of build a community. All you that like follow my channel all the time, or other channels, like I have several very close friends through doing YouTube, and they're other YouTubers, and we talk when we're not on YouTube, so that is kind of cool. So anyway, so I'm going to turn the camera around and I am going to share with you what we have planned for the next 2.5 weeks, I guess is what it is. So this was supposed to be our spring break last week. It was crazy. I don't know that we got any of our homeschooling done. Well, we got some, but we're going to pick up this week though. But anyway, so I'm starting this meal plan starting on Sunday. And we're just going to do, this is a recipe I need to for sure share with you guys. This is one of our absolute favorite recipes. It is a barbecue bacon cheddar chicken, and it's a super simple homemade barbecue sauce. So if you don't have barbecue sauce, I will be sharing my recipe for that. It's just really, really easy, and it uses pretty common ingredients. I just put some washi tape over where you can kind of see where it says co-op. Anyway, so we're going to be using some of the leftover barbecue chicken to make barbecue chicken quesadillas the next night. And guess what, guys? We don't have any tortillas, but I have a great recipe for that as well that's super simple. So I'm going to be sharing that in a video as well. I'll probably put it all like in one video. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. You guys can let me know in the comments if you're even interested in that. But then we're going to do something super easy, baked potato bar. Just make some baked potatoes. You can put broccoli and cheese on them. You can put bacon. It's actually barbecue. It's really good on there. So, anyway, so that's what we're doing there. Spaghetti, super simple. You don't have to even have meat for that. And actually, I'm not planning on using a lot of meat in this. Since we don't have a lot of beef, I'm actually probably going to use, I have half a roll of sausage from breakfast the other morning. So I'll probably be using that in there. And then chicken fried rice, another super simple, super quick, doesn't have to use a lot of protein in it because you can bulk it up with frozen peas and carrots and things like that in there. And then we'll have a leftovers night just with, catching up on everything. Then one pan chicken bake. I have shared this before. I will put that link down below. Super simple. It takes 20 minutes, you guys. It's so good. It's just chicken cut up in bite-sized pieces, basically, and whatever vegetables you want to put in there. It's super versatile. And then you just olive oil and whatever seasonings that you want in there, and you bake it in the oven literally 20 minutes. Super easy. I'm all about easy. Beans and cornbread, another easy. That's a crock pot thing right there. I think that's actually yes, I'm fairly certain that's in my crock pot video I mentioned before. Tacos, super easy. We'll be using venison in this, just because I'm trying to stretch our beef for other things. Stir fry and lo mein. I'll be using chicken in the stir fry and just some lo mein noodles. Leftovers again, deer roast, venison roast, whatever you want to call it. Breakfast for dinner night with like pancakes, eggs, and fruit. Burgers and homemade buns. So this is a recipe I will for sure be sharing, and we have been making those. Oh, actually, they're already over on my blog. I'll link a link to that down below, but I'll probably include that in my video for like the homemade tortillas and stuff like that as well, wherever that was. I don't know where I pointed to that at. And then moving on to April. How crazy is it that we're so close already? Homemade pizza night. And I have shared a little bit about that. I showed how to actually make your own frozen pizzas, actually. I'll link that below, too. Leftovers night, and then on April the 3rd, we will be having meatloaf, which I also shared in a video, and I will link that as well. So that is our meal plan. Another thing that I'm going to include in the upcoming video of scratch-made items is we do make our own. When you're in a pinch, it's super easy. You can make your own condensed cream of chicken soup. So if you don't have that and you want to make something that calls for that, like a casserole or something, which I'll share a really easy chicken and wild rice casserole that I kind of made up along the way. And it actually turned out really good. And it's super easy. You can make your own cream of chicken soup super, super easy. So I will make sure to share that as well. Let me know in the comments down below if there's anything that you want me to make a video on or anything you're interested in seeing. Tell me some of the items on your meal plan this week. I know it always helps me to have some sort of plan. I wrote down per day what we were going to be eating, but I'm not so strict about that to where like sometimes I will move things around in my week. But I just like to have a plan of what meals exactly I'm going to be making. It just helps to guide me, especially on those days when, like, you don't know. I mean, we all know how it's been lately. We don't know what's going to come flying at us throughout our week or throughout our day, and it's just easier to be able to say, okay, let me look at this list of meals. I have the stuff for it, and I've already planned on, and then all I have to do is make it. So if you are meal planning, make sure that you do some meals in there. I call them grace meals. Meals that take just a second to make, you know, just like 20 minutes or less to make, or are dump and go crock pot type things. Make sure that you build those into your meal plan, because you never know when you're going to have that day creep up on you where you're just going to need some grace that day. So maybe that is a day when maybe you also want to keep like emergency pizzas in your freezer, or emergency chicken nuggets, that kind of thing in your freezer. I always keep something like that in my freezers, because some days you just need grace. So anyway, so I hope this was helpful to you. Let me know what some of your plans are down in the comments below, and I hope to see you on future videos, and I hope you guys are doing well. We have just been praying so much for just the world right now, and if you have any specific needs, please let me know in the comments, and I will add you to my prayers. The kids have been praying with me a lot too, and of course my husband as well. So we want to know how we can pray for you, and just though we can't physically lock hands together right now, we can certainly lock hearts together and just be praying for one another. So I hope that you guys have a blessed evening, blessed day. It's evening here, as you can see, and I'll talk to you later. Bye. It's an abbreviation.
Barbecue.
BBQ. BBQ.
Can we take a picture before we video?
It is a video.
Is it starting?
It's already on.
What?
See?